Hey y'all, hope y'all doing alright, child. I meant to do this video earlier, but our power was out for a little bit, child. It was storming and things. First of all, let me send I guess I just hope everybody is okay to all the peoples in New Orleans. They are like flooded right now. My friend stays in New Orleans. Shouts out to Faith. That's Sunset Noir on YouTube. Sunset Noir on YouTube. And yeah, you know, she was telling me and showing me pictures and videos and stuff of you know, them flooded down there in New Orleans, child. And you know, that's the South, and I came on up here to South Carolina, and so you know, we got a ton of rain today, and the lights was out for a few hours, and so thank God they're on for now, and you know, hopefully the stuff clears up, child. 'Cause I tell you, I got to talk to my peoples, you know, and I got stuff to do. Everything electricity, I can't heat up nothing in the microwave, child. I'm hungry. Okay. Anyway, this is Basketball Wives. Okay, so leaving off where I left off last week, we have all the ladies. They're still back at the little Evelyn's little skin care moment with the weed and the ingredients, and you know, everybody's upset, and you know, Kendra, she's running off trying to act like she finna go beat up somebody. Kristen, she's running off at it like she's trying to beat up somebody. She run right back, child. Malaysia caught up to her quick. She wasn't trying to fight nobody. Kristen, stop it. And so, you know, Malaysia ended up getting to her. You know, Malaysia had a conversation with OG. You know, Shaunie getting on OG about her spilling the tea that they're not actually Scots. That Byron is not Thomas, Kristen's husband's biological father. All that jazz. You know, Cece just looking like a dead headlight. She knows she just, you know, not saying that, just chilling out, child. So then we see a scene where Shaunie recently, well, like a few months ago, she says that her home got broken into, or somebody tried to break in. And it's been a series of break-ins in their little neighborhood, and you know, so she's trying to find a place to go. And later on in the episode, we ended up seeing her and Miles unpack, and they ended up finding a place to go, something that Shaq requested and recommended, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, would y'all be mad if Shaq and Shaunie get back together? I wouldn't care. I wouldn't get mad. I mean, you know, I guess get mad is not the right words to use. I guess just how do you feel if Shaquille O'Neal and Shaunie got back together? I think that'd be fine. Why not? Hell, all this history together. He done ran the streets. She done ran the streets. Y'all might as well get back together in y'all old age. Do your thing. Let me see. You know, it would just be so much easier if Cece, if Kristen, Thomas' sister London, Malaysia, if all of them just straight up told Cece to her face that we don't like you, we like the ex-wife, which is Thomas's mother. We was close to her, we ain't close to you, we sick of you. You know, and that really is all what this boils down to. They will never like Cece because they loved the ex-wife, Byron's ex-wife. But my God, I don't know how many times I need to say, let it go. Y'all wishing them two people get back together, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, I really am. But mommy and daddy's not getting back together. You ain't been in diapers in a long time. Get over it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so what else is going on? Okay, so Kristen meets up with Kristen and this white girl, her friend, I missed her name, y'all. Um, and then it's London and Malaysia. And, they're all, I don't know, shopping for shoes, shopping for clothes, whatever. Kristen ended up telling the girls about everything that went down at Evelyn's weed in a jar event. And, they was going back and forth, and London ended up crying because she know how hurt Thomas was by OG spilling the tea that they're not real Scots. And, oh, God. Y'all really need to chill out. Really, it's just the women taking on the men's issues. When the men, when they can easily just talk to each other if they really are that pressed or that upset. It's y'all taking on all this drama, all of y'all. I mean, really. OG, it for sure ain't got nothing to do with you. Malaysia, I know that's your family, but it's about marriage. Chill out. Chill out. This ain't got nothing to do with you. And it's just it's a storyline. So let me chill out. So I know London started crying and hooping and hollering. I was just like, Lord have mercy, Jesus, what is this stupid stuff? A little later on, Kristen actually did meet up with Thomas. And, they talked about it. And, Thomas said that he is upset about the situation. See, Thomas is similar to Cece. The men are giving their women ammo. Absolutely. And they are just taking it all on. And Thomas saying that he has an issue with his father, or he has an issue with Cece. And he still ain't saying that. And Kristen, what? It's really his issue, sis. I promise you, it really, really is. That's something that really, you just support your husband and whatever he do. He is the one that's supposed to be going around talking to Cece and Byron. I mean, come on. You married into the family, sis. And from the looks of it, Byron ain't never liked you. He ain't give a damn about them baby hairs. He didn't care. So, I mean, Byron seemed like he ain't never been a fan of you, Kristen. I've been in the family for 10 years. And Byron ain't liked you for 11. So, I mean, is she in denial or what? That good old delusion. Let me see. So, Tami, OG, and Jackie meet up. Now, Tammy's finally starting to engage in the group. She's finally starting to, get in the group with the girls. And, they're talking, and OG explains herself in the whole nine and the whole situation. OG, she got emotional. She was just like, she just don't like all the girls ganging up on her and all that. And Tami says that she felt like Jackie was fake because OG is her friend and she didn't defend her. And the whole nine. First of all, it came out of nowhere. Tami, and you ain't been around to know all the tea. Now, when OG said it, was it that big of a deal? Seeing as how this is something that everybody knew and was privy to and had no issues with. I mean, you saying that to blast somebody, OG, I mean, something that the whole family even knows already. They just don't talk about it. And Thomas, they don't even act like they care. That's what I'm saying. Like, the men do not care. If they do have an issue with each other, I'm assuming that eventually they'll talk about it. But they seem like they both don't want to talk about it to one another. So it's just like, y'all need to let this shit go. I mean, really. So they're talking, and like I said, OG gets emotional. OG, like I said, even though it wasn't a big deal, only because everybody knew about it, and So what? I mean, what's the big deal? He raised them good. That's a blessing. But it still wasn't your tea to spill. Still, but it came out of nowhere. But you know, the storylines are storylines, whatever. But let's just be honest. Whether OG would have did this or not, those girls still don't like OG. They still don't like OG, and it's a couple of reasons why they don't like OG. But a part of the reason is that it's rooted in colorism, and I keep saying that over and over and over and over again because it's the truth. It's the truth, darling. All those girls operate on how you look. All of them. All of them, all of them, all of them, all of them. You know, and they all are just shady, and they all are just mean girls. I started liking Shaunie a lot this season. P.S. I never liked Shaunie. I never liked Evelyn, and I never liked Jennifer. But, you know, I started to like Shaunie a lot more, you know, so far this season and stuff. But she done ruined it again. Because Shaunie is a flip-flopper, and Shaunie is fake. And Shaunie, main friend, because it makes her look better, her main girl that she's rocking out with is Evelyn. Straight up. She's seen, you know, she be cool with Tami and chummy with Tami, but if it came down to Tami or Evelyn, who's she gonna choose? I guarantee you she'll choose Evelyn. I guarantee you. And I disagree with Tami saying that Jackie's fake. I don't think Jackie needed to say anything in that moment. And I'm a strong believer in, you know, when your friend is wrong, they're wrong. Straight up. Straight like that. So, I mean, you know, I'm not going to defend you when you're wrong. And, you know, even though, you know, whatever, I feel how I feel about it, it still wasn't needed to say, OG. But shit, it was said. So, Jackie, she got a little irritated with Tammy's comment, you know, and Tami also, she was just like, you know what, OG, she was just like, you know, I got you, I'm gonna kind of, you know, help you out in this situation, because we all know that Tami has been on the outskirts with these girls for I don't know how many times, and Tami has always been treated terrible. She's always been treated less than, not as good as the rest, you know, not really fitting in unless you're the muscle of the group, unless, you know, if don't nobody else want to fight or take care of the issue with one of these other girls, Tami will do it, you know. So she knows how these girls rolls firsthand, and you know, she just don't like the whole thing of everybody attacking. And she definitely was shocked that Shaunie jumped into it, Tami, in which I don't know why. So there was a scene with Jackie, Tami, Shaunie, OG, maybe Malaysia, maybe not. I think it was just those four ladies. Now, I did not hear this. Y'all tell me if y'all heard this. Apparently, OG said that Shaunie called her the scum of the earth. Now, I did not hear this. But would I be shocked that Shaunie said that? No. Hell no. Why would I be? So, you know, hey. Let me see. So they all sit down and talk. You know, Shaunie says that she don't remember saying that, and you know, OG says that she feels like it's always an attack moment on me, and yada to the yada. And Shaunie was just like, I've never witnessed an attack on OG from all the girls. Girl, please. No, but y'all won't say nothing to her face because y'all scared of her. But what y'all will do is sit around in circles, you know, at other moments throughout the show and talk shit about her. Y'all will do that. Child. So, but Shaunie said something very important, and I agree with Shaunie on this. Shaunie said that, Cece wants you to not like Kristen so you can say all the things that she can't say. Now, although Kristen and OG have their own situation, I do agree with that. Cece see that OG is not afraid to say what she has to say to those girls. And she is. Cece's just not about that life at all. And she's kind of just using OG as the mouthpiece, as the muscle, as the bodyguard. and OG is playing right into it. I think that a lot of what OG was saying in terms of, saying that Kristen has borrowed Cece's clothes, and Kristen and Cece was cool before the show. Then she started flipping on Cece for the other girls, and now a lot of that, I do believe that. Now I don't think that Kristen and OG have any kind of deep rooted issues at all, because they don't know each other like that. And I do think the whole beef between them is silly. It needs to let go. But I don't think that they should fool with each other, because there's a part of me, I don't know why, and it's not set in stone. It's not facts. I don't have any facts behind it. But I do believe that Cece and Kristen was at least cool or cordial, or at least Kristen pretended to be cordial with Cece before these cameras started rolling. And then she saw the dynamic. She saw how things was about to go down between Cece and the other girls, and she chose to be a part of the popular crew, which is Shaunie, Jennifer, and Evelyn. We saw that's why a lot of people don't like Cece, Kristen, because she's a follower. And she's just so shocked. She just don't understand why people ain't rocking with her. Girl, we saw what you did last season and all that foolishness, girl. Just as pretty as she want to be, but clueless. Okay. And now Cece, if you lose OG as a friend, your ass is just out to dry. You might as well leave the show. Cause I don't know. And it looks like Evelyn gonna be jumping over the table trying to fight Cece or something. Y'all saw Evelyn fall in the bushes. Evelyn, if you ain't ever had back pains and aches and pains, nah, you gonna have them die, so ass rolling around in the damn bushes like a wrestler. Get your grown ass up, Evelyn. Get your ass up. You is 62. Get up. So so Jackie, Tami, she decides to have this whole little luncheon thing. She, is being the bone carrier. Is she being the bone carrier? She's being an instigator. I'll say that. She's trying to get all the girls together and watching the foolishness happen because she ain't in it. So, it's exciting for her. So, Tami set this whole thing up, and she says that everybody can come, of course, except for Evelyn and Jennifer. So Shaunie, this is my issue with Shaunie. Shaunie gonna get in her confessionals and say, well, I thought that everybody was turning over a new leaf, and that, everybody's trying to be cool again, but I see that Evelyn is not invited to Tami's thing, so this is not a thing for everybody to be there and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, but Shaunie, you did not have that same energy when Evelyn did not invite Tami nor Jennifer to her weed in a jar convention last week. You see what I'm saying? Why are you pressed because Evelyn's not invited, but you didn't give a damn last week about Tami not being invited to Evelyn's shindig? The hypocrisy. I cannot. So let me see. Feby, she's a rapper, Evelyn's friend, and which she seems like she alright. I like her. And they're all sitting around talking, meaning Evelyn, Feby, and Shaunie. Feby says that she wants to be like Shaunie. She looks up to Shaunie being an independent woman and having her own business and stuff. I need to be around people like that. And not waiting for a man to take care of you and all that kind of stuff. I don't exactly know who she's talking about, but you're sitting in front of the main two women that have done that. Like, what did we say? Evelyn tried to secure the bag from a man every season, every year. So what are you talking about, Feby? You must not know your friend. They did. And Shaunie even said, she was just like, I didn't get any of this until after my divorce. These men don't be wanting these women to work and go out there and do their own thing. They want them to sit at home, raise their kids, And they keep cutting the check for the house, take care of them and the kids while they out there sleeping with whoever, God knows who. So, all this, businesswoman and all this kind of stuff, child, she couldn't do nothing. She could not do nothing until she divorced Shaquille O'Neal. Now, mind you, if you gonna screw an ugly nigga, you might as well take his money. Then he cheating on you too? Yeah, take his money. But still, like, we ain't gonna sit up and try to act like Shaq ever been cute. We not gonna do that. We not gonna do that. Half of these dudes, come on, these women gotta keep themselves up and look all pretty and perfect for these average ass or below average looking ass men. Child, if we gonna talk, we gonna talk. So, yeah, and I was just like, girl, shut up. Let's see. Feby also had a scene with Kristen's friend. I don't know who her name is, and Evelyn, I think. And they were talking, and she started to get on OG. She was just like, now, apparently, OG said to her, did she have a gag order on her? Basically saying she can't say nothing, and she was just to jump off, yada said yada, which was rude. But once again, they're automatically not gonna like OG. She's a no shit type of person. She's a strong personality, etc. She don't need cheerleaders, whatever. But the fact that she do certain stuff definitely makes it more difficult to like her. Now, mind you, I personally, if it was me, I would have just laughed that comment off. Be like, girl, you crazy. Child, of course not. But now Feby is making it such a big deal about the whole OG thing. I'm like, Feby, I know you're from the Bronx or Brooklyn or one of them, but you messing with OG. I don't think that's a tree you want to bark up, sis. You this big. I mean, with the flick of a finger, OG can, concussion. So I don't think that's what you want. You don't want none of them thighs. You don't want none of them thighs, Feby. That ain't what you want there. That's a thoroughbred there. But good luck, Feby, because OG gonna knock you out. Let me see. Okay, so we get to the whole big scene. Everybody's looking good. Shaunie didn't blend out that contour on her forehead in that scene, but whatever. The seating arrangement was weird. It was just pick a seat that's open. Tami narrated the whole thing. Everybody was invited except for Jennifer and Evelyn. So Tami was just like, well, I feel like everybody has different perceptions of the truth in this group, and we need to say it. OG, she was just like, well, Cece, I want you to be more transparent with the ladies, and everything that you tell me, and your disdain for them, I want you to be able to tell them to their face. Cece was just like, yeah, but you use that opportunity to hurt Christian and flipping it back on OG. I'm like, Cece, this your only friend now. I mean, yes, OG did that because she wanted to do it. She didn't have to do it. You didn't ask her to do it. But you gave her all the ammo to use, Cece. I mean, Cece, you do got to take some responsibility for this. I mean, come on. I don't like Christian, but I mean, I like looking at Kristen, but that's about it. But, I mean, come on now. Cece, she started to unravel a little bit. She started to get upset. Kristen was just like, I've been in this family for 10 years, and I've never had a problem with Byron. Byron just never cared to tell you, Kristen. That's the difference. And Cece, she was just like, whatever, I'm just over it. She just got frustrated. Cece said she don't give a damn about the kids, the dog. Cece says she didn't give a damn. She said, Byron, I am here to support Byron, and that's it. Like I've been saying from the very beginning. That lady is, listen, that lady is there. She got her black man, and he got his Asian woman, and there you go. Like, that lady's just trying to support her husband. She ain't trying to get in the ring with y'all, child. Just let it go. My God. So they started to ask Cece, so you wouldn't care if the kids went in the red? And she said, I don't give a damn. And who cares? God, y'all is too grown to act like this. I mean, I ain't never in my life like witnessed like anything like this in terms of why is it so hard for you just to say you don't like her? Why is it so hard? Y'all going through all this just to say you don't like her? Just say it. And if Byron want to take Cece's side and not fool with y'all, fuck Byron. He on his way out anyway. No. But I'm just saying, like, who cares? Y'all are grown people. And, you know, everything comes back around. He'll come around when he get ready. And likewise, you know, if y'all truly love each other, if the love is truly there, then, you know, love and God will bring y'all back together. But in the meantime, let it go. Let them people go and be married, child. Who cares? Let me see. So, you know, that scene was that scene. So, Malaysia and Byron, they decided to go golfing. And Malaysia looked real cute. It looked a little inappropriate for cousins to be out going golfing. That little short ass thing Malaysia had on. I was like, look at Malaysia serving it for her cousin. That's what do you call that? That's incest, ain't it? I don't know. But so, you know, Malaysia, she was just like, hey, I got a question for you. I was just like, yeah, you know, I know that you and OG and Kristen, you, OG, and, you know, Cece, all that, Kwame, y'all had a double date situation, and OG was going around saying that, you said that, you know, saying that, you know, Kristen and Thomas are not real Scots, and, you know, all this other kind of stuff, and, you know, how do you feel about that? And he was just like, it's really not that big of a deal. Malaysia couldn't say nothing, but Malaysia still had to find a reason to be mad at OG. Malaysia still gonna say, oh, well, did you tell OG specifically to go out there and say that your husband is your husband's father is not his biological father and all that kind of stuff? He was just like, no, I didn't tell OG to say that. She just picked up that information when we all had the double date. I didn't tell her to do that, you know. So Malaysia, you know, now she's mad and she's working on revenge to get OG back. All for in-laws. Oh, God. Ridiculous. I'm just like, girl, let it go. Byron don't give a damn. Don't nobody else give a damn. Let it go. But you, see, they insist. They insist, child. OG, watch your back, girl. Let me see. So that's pretty much the episode. Next week looks like it's gonna be pretty juicy. Yeah. You know, Byron's just basically saying that, you know, I just don't fool with Kristen because she lied. There's been many times I've called or tried to come over and wasn't nobody there. They answer the phone and yada yada. So it's just like, you know, after a while you give up trying. So was this all a lie that Byron have not tried to see the baby? Kristen, if this all a lie, Kristen, to end this lovely review, I would like to say, from my boy Drown Deep on Twitter. This is Twitter, by the way, y'all. Y'all see that? Drown deep, darling. I love him. Follow him. To end this review, I would like to say this. He says that Byron is not trying to mess up his tantric sex, oil massages, Asian hand jobs, and the 7 positions of the Kama Sutra over Christian's crybaby ass. Nope, it's not gonna happen. I could have said it better myself. Chow! I screamed. When he tweeted that to me, I screamed. And that's the truth. Who knows what all kind of tricks and bamboo leaves and shit she beat him with. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at this His World on Instagram and Twitter. At this His World 89 on Snapchat. Chess King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. I love you all so much.